The former national chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party is the first individual out of the blocks to declare his challenge for leadership ahead of the party's convention set for this November. Raynard Rigby said his announcement should come as no surprise, as he made it clear since serving as party chairman about his interest in becoming the country's prime minister. Rigby explained to Jimenita Swain why he thinks he's capable of leading the party.
Opportunities are dwindling for our people. And when we look at those realities, we have to ask ourselves one important question: is that the kind of the Bahamas we want for ourselves, for our children and our grandchildren?
Former national chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, Raynard Rigby, said the answer to that question would be no. Rigby said from 2002 he made his intention clear that he wanted to be prime minister. While it's unclear if the current prime minister will again offer for leadership, Rigby said ultimately it will be the Bahamian people who will decide how his personal journey goes.
I'm only putting myself forth as a willing servant, with the hope and anticipation that others who share a similar burning desire to move the country in another direction, that others who have greater intellect than I have, who have more talents than I have, who have better and more vast experience than I have, would see this as an opportunity to step forth and to lend their time and their talents and their energies.
Rigby said there are many vexing problems in the country that need to be addressed. He was even-handed in his assessment of the current governance.
I think the government has tried. All governments try. And all governments have to deal with the hand that they were dealt on election day. I think, though, that the question for me is not an issue of performance of the present government. The issue for me is, when are we as a country going to look inwardly, to look at the enormous talent that we have?
The former chairman did not say if he identified a constituency as yet, but said only that it is the beginning of the journey. Of course, he was also asked if he expected some backlash from within the organization he served.
I know the PLP very well. I'm prepared. These shoulders are broad enough to withstand all arrows, all darts that may come my way. What I would hope, though, is that people would see that we should be having a discussion in our party about leadership, about direction, about vision, about standards, etc., and about, more importantly perhaps, for the future of the country.
In the coming weeks, it remains to be seen who else will tip their hand in the bid for leadership of the Progressive Liberal Party. Jimenita Swain, ZNS Network News.